Greetings from beautiful Cape Cod. Foran Realty is a full-service, independently owned boutique real estate firm located in the heart of Cape Cod in Dennis Village. We offer a wide array of services to our residential customers, including sales, vacation rentals, property management, and licensed house watching. In addition, we offer commercial sales and leasing services to our business clients. We hope you enjoyed today's show.
Anthony, let's talk about title insurance. Typical insurance policy, it's sleep insurance. You don't ever want to have to use it, but if you need it, it's there.
Yep.
A lender, if there's lender financing involved, is going to require it for their portion of the deal.
Mm-hmm.
And then a buyer could buy it as well to protect the rest of the deal. Could you talk about exactly what title insurance is?
Yes, so title insurance, every time a buyer purchases property with a bank, the bank's going to require insurance on that title. That's ensuring that what the buyer is buying is good and clear title, that someone isn't going to make a claim, that an old heir or an old mortgage isn't going to pop up and all of a sudden the person that thought they bought the house doesn't really own the property.
Mm-hmm.
So what the lender says is, they say, okay, we're going to loan this money, but you do need to insure against the title because they've got a lot of skin in the game at that point. So every buyer is also purchasing a lender's title insurance policy. That policy is not going to go into effect unless there's a problem and the bank takes ownership of the property, because that title policy is in the bank's name basically. So that's where the lender's title insurance comes into play. What happens at the closing is the buyer has an opportunity to get a simultaneous policy to protect their interest. So in the future, if they go to sell the house, or if somebody pops up, an old heir, something along those lines, and there's a problem with the title, they're individually protected.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a very important thing for the buyers. We find that there can be issues in the back title that don't come up for years after the closing. It's a single time that they can purchase the insurance. They don't have to buy it on a yearly basis, and then they can sleep at night knowing that their investment, and often the biggest investment of someone's life, is protected.
So what are some of the common title problems that you've seen?
Common title problems we see would be mortgages that weren't discharged, some mortgages that weren't paid off. We go and look back in a title, we look at prior deeds, we're looking back 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, even longer to make sure that we're getting clean title for our clients.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember hearing a story that the Registry of Deeds for Barnstable County actually burned down in the 17 or 1800s. Is that?
Yes, it was a long time ago. Neither you or I were around
Yes.
back then, but yes, it did burn down. And that's one of the nerve-wracking issues with some of the properties on Cape Cod, because we don't know exactly how those properties did pass, because there are missing records back then.
So somebody potentially could have a deed to something from before the fire that they had in their house that they could start waiving, and title insurance, I'm assuming, would help.
Would
that
step in. Yep, step in.
Situation.
Absolutely, and that's one of the major reasons that's important. Not only that, but you have to remember, we type all our deeds up now on a word processor, but
Right.
a lot of the deeds, when I look back to 100 years ago, they're handwritten, and they describe properties by past the brook and then over to the big oak tree and then 6 rods to the east. So there can be mistakes made, and that's an important thing to be protected against as well.
Right. So it's very important that buyers get the policy as well to
Yes.
protect themselves. It's reasonably priced.
Yes, it
It's
is.
actually a bargain in the whole big picture.
It is. In the big picture, it is a bargain. You are getting a simultaneous policy, so the cost to you is actually getting reduced if you were purchasing cash without a lender, because you're already buying that lender's policy.
Yeah.
And then if any problems pop up, then someone's going to step in and protect your interest.
We had a case, didn't involve your office. We had a client who found out the hard way about the Inez decision in regards to foreclosed properties and how they went about doing it in the crash around 2006-07, and their title insurance kicked in.
Yes.
So, there's a perfect example of.
Perfect example. Anything that has a foreclosure in the background that we see in the title, we're hypersensitive to. We always run it by the underwriters. We make sure we're getting good title, and we make sure our clients are going to be insured against any claims there. One of the things that I saw that scared me the most was just a simple typographical error at the registry of deeds. If something gets inputted incorrectly, then the buyer's attorney will never know that something was on record,
Right.
and it could become a problem in the future. In that case, if you have title insurance, someone's going to step in and protect you.
Right. Yeah. So again, moral of the story, it's a good idea. It's a wise investment.
Wise investment.
To protect your investment.
Yes.
Right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I would like to thank our guests for coming in today and sharing their expertise with us. Do you have an idea for an upcoming show? We would love to hear from you. Please email us at foranrealty@foranrealty.com. Remember, we love the Cape and show it. We can be reached at 508-385-1355 or on the web at capecodproperties.com. Be sure to like us on Facebook and Twitter as well.